Hey guys, so we're gonna be testing Jori N again today. Um, just a subtle change. I traded out telepathy for Quicken, partially because I had Quicken, and partially because I think that Quicken has a few better effects that kind of support what the deck is trying to do a little bit better. Um, okay, mulligan that away. Now this looks keepable. So I will in fact keep it. And already you do see the advantage of having Quicken with Mizium Mortars. That little combo is really good. Some things I like about this hand are that it does have, ramp power. What I don't like about it, though, is that it doesn't have a lot of draw power in it, which is one of the quintessential parts of this deck. But fortunately, I will be drawing a lot off Jori N just by playing, I think turn 4 I'll end up playing Thought Vessel and Izzet Signet, most likely. Don't know what that card does. Suppose we could look. Okay, Pyromancer's also good. Get off with a mountain. Pass. While we're waiting, let's see what this Kalemne is. Okay, it's the giant. Gotcha. Okay, double strike vigilance when you cast a creature spell, blah blah blah. You get an experience counter, gets +1/+1. Okay, cool. So it's kind of a Voltron deck, most likely. Did it show up? No, it has not shown up yet. Okay. Evolving Wilds, we'll go ahead and fetch that first. I believe this is the same Mikhaeus deck that we played the last time. So you'll get to see what my deck how it actually fares against it when people aren't, filling its graveyard and allowing it to do ridiculously good stuff. In the meantime, Kalemne is an interesting commander. That's what I thought it was, but I was unsure, so I wanted to make sure. It's going to be interesting to see, which one of us ends up, hitting what we need to first, right? That's basically the race, is who can get there first. And right now, I'm hoping that it's going to be me, but that's not, guaranteed in any way, shape, or form. So, locks it in Warhammer. He will pass the turn. I'll untap. I already know what I'm playing this turn. I'm going to run out Jori N. Just got to decide what land I'm going to use. I'm going to use the Reef for now. We have a piece of an infant combo in our hands, so yeah, we're just, if we draw into something with which to, cast the Deadeye, or combo out with the Deadeye, that will be our go-to plan. But, we have a lot of good stuff in hand at the moment, so I wouldn't say I'm particularly worried right now about comboing quickly, because I think we'll get there before we die. At least that's the plan. Is it a 5-drop or a 4-drop? I guess we'll see, right? Yep, it's a 4-drop. Okay. We can Mizium Mortars that on his turn if we want.
Might be our course of action, actually. Let's start by playing the Delta. Question is, do we want to fetch a steam vents untapped? I know I want to grab the steam vents. So I don't think it needs to be untapped because I can, whenever you cast, let's see, you cast a creature with or convertible, blah blah blah. Okay, there it is. That's the thing. All right. So yeah, we'll just pass on that note. We can play our mana rocks next turn. Mikhaeus is a 6-drop. Yeah, that's what I thought. Yeah, the thing I see about Kalemne as a commander is that it's kind of slow. That's going to come in tapped. He's likely going to equip the Warhammer here. And in response, quicken Mizzy Mortars. Drawing 2 cards, and then be able to probably Pyromancer Preordain next turn or something. 1, 2, 3, 4. Iroas, okay.
Let's see. As he enters combat, before he... So we'll draw off the Quicken. Alright, we draw into Cyclonic Rift, which is also good. Temple was a good draw here. That's going to give us extra mana. And would actually, if we end up, with one of our mana combos with Deadeye, give us a little it would give us infinite mana, like if we get Cloud of Fairies or something like that. So, I think I'll lead off with the Thought Vessel. And then cast Signet. That's an instant speed spell, so we could still Rift and Visions to draw again. I think at this point, though, I'm more likely to use Forgotten Cave and Visions on a turn and then wait for the Cyclonic Rift, just because I am kind of ahead since Mikhaeus hasn't drawn his 4th land, and I have a handful of cards, all of which are just getting me closer and closer to combo. So, now what's this? 3 mana. What are you doing? Beseech the Queen. I'm assuming he's going to look for... yeah, a land most likely, be my guess. Soul Ring, okay. So to discard Massacre Worm, which is kind of unfortunate for him, but I don't particularly mind it. Iroas would be a really fun tokens commander. Might have to build that someday. As soon as I finish actually putting this deck together in paper, I'm only like 15 cards or something like that away. As soon as I finish assembling this guy, though, then I will think about an Iroas build. Yeah, I don't want to Rift right now. Okay, let's see what we draw. Outpost Siege, that's a good draw. Tarn. Fetch an island. Let's see. So, Outpost Siege is going to give me the incremental card advantage that I want. But I think I'm going to... let's see. I think I'll start with Pyromancer. And then Preordain. So I'll draw first. Pax of Negation is a good one. Negative view top 2. Leyline is not exactly what I need at this moment. I'm just going to move both of those to the bottom. I don't really care about instant speed right now. Ponder's good. Okay, yeah, at this point now I'm just going to wait. I will wait for my next turn to ponder. Maybe even Past in Flames, although I don't really... we do have a lot of low-cost cards. I guess 1, 1, 1, and 2. So... okay, so he can't win, and I can't lose, which I'm okay with. I guess that means that this guy can't die. I mean, I guess Leyline of Anticipation would have been nice with, like, Outpost Siege and allowed me to kind of, you know, do things on other people's turns a little bit more effectively, but,
he's going to get his experience counter, and then he's going to swing with 4, most likely at me. I forget if it has trample or not. I'm sorry I have to keep going back and forth. This is kind of annoying for you guys, most likely. Double strike and vigilance. It does not have trample without that. So, interesting choice of attack. One, two, three, four, or 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 5. If I draw into a land, I can Past in Flames into... Oh, well, Mog Infestation works as well. That's another really cool combo with Quicken. I think I'll start with Ponder. I think I'll take the Mizzix Mastery here. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Yeah, we'll cast that. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. I don't believe I've played a land this turn, if I'm correct. Yes, I have not played a land yet, so the Sulphur Falls will come in. I think I'll start by killing the Kalemne. I missed a couple triggers on Young Pyromancer, but that's okay. Impact Tremors isn't bad, but I don't really want either of those, I don't think. Mystical Tutor is good. We'll find long-term plans. Where are you, long-term plans? There it is. Okay. So long-term plans could fetch either infinite mana Or I could fetch for twin slash Kiki Jiki. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Gonna play out Mikhaeus probably. No. Death Render. You may put a creature card from your hand onto the battlefield and attach it. Okay. It's fine. He's most likely going to swing at me, and I'm okay with that. So next turn, let's see here. We could... I don't know that I have enough mana to win next turn unless I go... Well, I have to long-term plans first, so I have to survive a couple turns before I can actually win. So we'll probably... So yeah, we'll probably Terramorphic Expanse first, then search, then play Outpost Siege for an extra draw step, because then we can combo next turn. Seems reasonable. So the Kalemne deck seems to be, putting in some work at the moment, but... Oh, gross. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Dang, that was fast. I'm surprised at that. Ugh, why? Does it have trample? Oh, it has flying, of course. Alright, it's a bit frustrating at the moment, but, next turn might be the time to Cyclonic Rift. Well, I can technically long-term plans on an opponent's turn and then Cyclonic Rift. That seems reasonable. I think I'd search for Kiki. Could always infinite mana too, but I feel like Kiki Jiki's more reliable. That's not what I looked for. Wait. Alright, so we'll undo that draw. Could have sworn I grabbed long-term plans. Alright, there we go. Now we'll Terramorphic Expanse. Well, we'll fetch a mountain. Doesn't really matter at this point, but since I know we're going to be casting Kiki, figure I may as well do what I can to pay its mana cost. And then I'm just going to pass, I think, unless I want to... Nah, I'm not going to attack. It seems wasteful, to be honest. 2, 3. If I go 1, 2, 3, I should still have 7 left. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Yes. Let's see if this man is here. Oh, interesting. Didn't know it did that. So yeah, this game is leaning in our favor, it looks like. We have board state, or at least a decent board state, but we also have essentially have our combo in hand. So just trying to think of how I can get it out next turn. Because it'll depend on what I draw, I suppose. One, two, three, four, five. I don't think he'll blow up Jori. If he does, though, this is the perfect time to plans into Rift. Honestly, I would kill Anya. Young Pyromancer is also a good choice, and I don't mind that. One, two, three, four, five, 6, 7. He'd need one more land to play out Kalemne, and I don't see him playing out Kalemne, to be honest. It seems like less useful than just playing out one of the creatures from his hand at this point. One of the nice things, I guess, about Kalemne is that you just play red, white, good stuff, but it just seems too big creaturey with not enough combo potential, in my opinion. Unless he's added like Kiki Jiki and Restoration Angel. But even then, like red white doesn't have the kind of support that it needs, in my opinion, in Commander to protect that combo. I'm not saying red white's bad in Commander. It's definitely not, but I think it holds a different role than big stuff like this. All right, so sorry, I was kind of thinking to myself, but essentially, rifting here returns all the permanents. I drew Sleight of Hand, which is going to allow me to pick up Kiki and essentially win the game, I think. I don't think anyone else has a way of dealing with it. Alright, so we fog this attack, and then Sleight of Hand into Kiki Jiki plus Pestermite will win us the game. Feel a little bit better, a little bit bad. It seems that Sir Jerez, or Sir Jerez, yeah, it's Jerez because he's from Chile. Is not familiar with Cyclonic Rift, which means he's most likely not going to be too familiar when I make infinite tokens. I think that my preferred way of winning is creating tokens, and the reason is that it's an easier combo than it's an easier combo to pull off than the Deadeye combo, to be honest. Alright, so he's going to tap out for a creature, which is only better for me. That means that Pact of Negation should be more than enough to get me through. Okay, well, we'll take the Kiki and put the Splinter Twin at the bottom. Oops, not that one. 1, 2, 3. Pestermite to untap the Temple. I'm going to assume that means everyone's okay with that. But I shouldn't do that, so I'm going to wait. Um, One, 2, 3, 4, 5. Kiki.
So I had double counter spells up. So we're going to win on infinite tokens, and that should be it. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you guys next time.